In today's show, we are taking a look at the DC multiverse from the upcoming movie, The Black Adam with Cloak, Mcfarlane Toys. Stay tuned. Can't you smell what The Rock is cooking? And that's for sure not a copyright. Dwayne Johnson, this is just honoring you for being on the show and being Black Adam. So let's jump in because your new movie's coming out. And I want to praise this action figure and Mcfarlane Toys. So with that said, guys, this is Red. I'm your host. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Follow me there. I've got cool toy photographies that I've been posting, working on, experimenting with. Follow me on Twitter if you prefer to be on the Twitter. Talk to me. That's actually my preferred social media. I like having a conversation, sharing pictures of the action figures. Now, let's jump into The Rock as Black Adam. And guys, in my dramatic intro, at the beginning, I said The Black Adam, and it's actually Black Adam. So I apologize for saying it that way. Let's go ahead and jump in. Before we do, you know it, let's jump into the housekeeping. Whoops. Already he's been knocked down after being trapped away, ready to get revenge for his son. At least that's what I'm understanding the movie's about. We get the DC multi-stand. Mcfarlane not needed, even though sometimes your action figures are top heavy, but appreciated. We're going to put that to the side. Now, why do I sound so excited? We're going to get to all that, but where I'm disappointed is in the trading card. Great, it's a comic book version of The Rock. That's fantastic, but I don't like the comic book version. I prefer the toy photography because that's what helps us grow in doing our photographies with that. And with that said, let's turn the card around so you guys can read. All right. So let's get that out of the way. Let's jump into this anti-hero or villain, whichever way. I don't know much about Black Adam. I know that he is the villain against the Shazam. But when it comes to this, at least to this movie that's coming out, I don't know if it's a source material. Once again, guys, share with me in the comments so you can correct me and I can learn. From judging from the movie, it looks like in the first part of the movie he's a villain and then he becomes a hero. I could be wrong, not because I know the premise or anything like that, but that's my assumption. Why do I like this figure? I'll tell you why. Very simply, I'm not a big The Rock fan. I'm not a big Dwayne Johnson fan per se. I'm more of The Rock from his wrestling days. Sorry about that, guys. Let me illuminate this guy in here. Forgot to put those lights on. Now, with that said, I can appreciate the hustle this guy has done throughout the years. And I can appreciate, for us fans in the DC world and our superheroes or villains, the amount of detail and involvement he had with this. And I'm going to have to say, Mcfarlane, and you guys can disagree with me, this looks like The Rock. They did a phenomenal job with this action figure. Not even the Justice League one looks like them. At least I don't think they do. But this figure just looks fantastic. Now, I did notice something that it looks like I'm going to have to get the one with the fist and put a cloak on him because you cannot take these hands off, and we'll see that when we do the articulation. But look at the level of details on that. Now, I am excited to do the Dr. Fate action figure review, but man, I just love this figure. And guys, this thing here is not swooshing, it's static, but it's folded. And it feels really solid. It feels like an actual folded up cape or like a folded up material when you're folding up clothing or something like that. It is stiff, so you're going to have to take the blow dryer to this. But other than that, it's fine. If you look at the back of that, and I love the gold or brass weathering they did. Now in the movie, it looked like he was almost wearing his slave Roman sandals or some type of sandals. Here it almost gives the impression like they're boots, and he's got the shin guard on there. But look at that. Now I don't know if that's gold guys or brass, but this just, the level of details they added to this just looks great. And I know that The Rock had to have had a heavy hand in making sure that this action figure looks good, because his involvement in making this project has been a 10-year plan. He's been wanting to make this villain or action figure or being part of the DC universe as Black Adam. So much so that he fought tooth and nail to make sure this character stayed out of Shazam and Shazam out of this character. He's even been known to be saying that once this movie comes out, he's ready to jump into production to do Black Adam versus the Man of Steel. So you can tell he really loves this project. You can tell he's involved heavily in this. And you know what? I may not be a big fan of Dwayne Johnson. I am a fan of The Rock, the wrestler, during his wrestling days. But like I said, I love hustle, and I love dudes who bust their butts to get what they want, and this guy definitely deserves it. Not to mention, I love working out, and this guy is constantly working out. So you guys can take some note there. So with that said, and look at the gauntlets. Wow. Look at that. Tell me you guys don't see those details. I mean, I don't know a lot of the character. I know he's similar to Shazam, and I'm not a fan of Shazam because I don't like stupid action heroes nonsense. I don't like that garbage. I'm not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so forgive me if you get offended out there. Not into a raccoon talking. I'm not a fan of the Suicide Squad being a comedy. I prefer it to be dark like the animation. But this, I can tell already that if he doesn't want Shazam in the movie, it's just he just wants the movie to be straight up action and dark. And I think that's what we're going to get. And I can't wait to go see that movie. So with that said, guys, let's jump into the articulation. But before we do, Mcfarlane, the only thing I would like to say to you, you could have taken off the ball peg joint out of this and put the fist. But I know why you did that, because this is the villain, and then we're going to get the one without the cloak, which ends up being the hero, and he's got fist. And that's fine. If you guys are okay with it, I'm okay. I'm okay with this open hand. He can be using magic all the time, and when you're filming, you can probably make this look like a fist. Nobody needs to know. But again, we'll begin the articulation. So with that said, this is not attached to this cloak here. The head is separate, so it does spin here and here. So moving it to the side, he can look up this much, and then he can look down that much. So not much going on there. I'm quite surprised. I thought the cloak would have struck his arms, but his arms do go all the way up here to make a T pose. So that's even better. You definitely get a good swivel amount there because of the butterfly joint or the coupling that's there. You do get a bicep swivel, which is amazing. And in case The Rock needed to flex at the moment to his wrestling days, you get a double jointed elbows. So that's great. The hands do swivel, but they're on some kind of a ratchet mechanism that's in there, which I like. So I guess the hands doesn't need to come out. I'm okay with it. I'm good with not him having a fist. That's fine with me. We've got the waist where the logo is. So the logo is separate. It's not hooked up to that bottom one. And we've got that kind of swivel, but it doesn't look like, oh yep, the bottom part does swivel as well where the waist is. So with that said, we've got not a generous amount of thigh swivel. It is a little bit stiff there, but The Rock can kick out this much. We've got the double jointed knee right there. And last but not least, which A lot of people don't like, and that's okay. Mcfarlane did art or sculpt the joint in there, the ball joint. Would have been like nice if it would have been covered here. I would have liked it, but I'm not gonna complain. And then we've got toe articulation. So overall, this is a phenomenal action figure. The fact that, you know, Dwayne or The Rock is involved, and he's just a perfectionist. He loves to make sure that when he's doing a movie, his action figures look good. I don't watch a lot of his movies. I think they're corny. Even the Fast and the Furious wasn't really big onto it, but that's okay. That's just my preference, guys. You don't need to get mad. I can tell you that I am excited to see this film for two things. Not only to see his performance, maybe three things. The Atom Smasher, I like to see what that character does. And my favorite magician, which has Pierce Brosnan on it as Dr. Fate. So I will be reviewing that guy. I haven't decided yet if I'm getting the other Black Adam without the cloak, which comes with the fist. But you guys let me know in the comments. Let me know if I should just get it to review it or not, or just stick with this one. But this one, man, I'm telling you guys, it's solid. You guys got to get this figure. Even this thing just looks amazing. This cloak, if somebody can replicate a fabric one just identical to this, man, it would be amazing. It is heavy on the cloak, so it does tend to make him a little top heavy or make him fall back. But I did have him before. Let me just stand him up real quickly here on the side, so instead of struggling with him there. So let me know, guys, in the comments what you guys think, if this is a character you're going to get or add to your collection because of the movie. I definitely can't wait to see the film. There he is. I definitely think it's fantastic. It's definitely worth the money. Feels good. Mcfarlane did a fantastic job. The details just look wonderful. Feels solid in your hand. So again, guys, this is Red. If you like the show, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the notification bell to let you know when I upload. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get to that number up there to grow this channel, be a full-time YouTuber. So it will definitely help me a lot if you follow me on this channel. So with that said, me and The Rock don't have anything else. So we are definitely